Hey everyone, so I thought I would treat you to another Scream video in honor of Scream 6, so I thought what better way to celebrate than by ranking all 6 movies. I mentioned it in my review of the new one, but I love Scream and owe much of my film intake to this franchise, and even when this series is at its weakest, I still love the movies warts and all. So please, don't take any of this as objective fact. Obviously, if one of the movies you like didn't rank where you think it should be, don't take offense, this is just my way of celebrating my favorite scary movies. So, let's get started with...
It was a simple game, Cotton. You should have told me where Sydney was. Now, you lose.
I don't really think I'm going against the grain with this one, but Scream 3 is still the weakest entry in the series. While I definitely have softened up to it, I can't deny it's a painfully dumb movie. The bits that try to be funny fall flat, and the moments that are supposed to be serious end up being unintentionally hilarious. While Craven and the crew stayed on board, the lack of Kevin Williamson is clear, as well as the interference from the studio. While the cast has some greats like Parker Posey and Patrick Warburton, they're mostly underutilized and used as nothing more than red herrings or just to fill out a body count. On top of this has easily the lamest Ghostface. Even if you ignore that ridiculous voice changer, Roman and his connection to Sydney is just way too forced and was one step too far for this series. Thankfully, it's all uphill from here. It still blows my mind that Scream 2 is technically the highest rated film of the series according to Rotten Tomatoes. As it stands with me, it's okay. For a sequel made less than a year from the original film, it's surprising it turned out as good as it did, but Scream 2 doesn't really try anything new and doesn't take any advantage of its college setting. Even though it's ridiculous, I still love the opening to the film, and the cast is strong, but Scream 2 to this day feels like the most skippable of all the movies. And similar to Scream 3, the Ghostface reveals are once again pretty weak. After the passing of Wes Craven, I was pretty nervous to see another Scream movie. Even though we had 3 seasons of a TV series, which, by the way, I would really like to see a proper conclusion to sometime in the near future, but still, Scream 5 had a lot to live up to, and it delivered. Scream 5 reminded everyone why this is one of the great long-running franchises. The new cast hit the ground running, and the returning cast or legacy characters is utilized in a really great way. The commentary on requels and reboots is fun and came at a perfect time in the horror genre. The Radio Silence crew were a great choice to bring the series back, and we'll see in the next spot, it only goes up from here. So I had a hard time deciding whether I wanted this to be in the number 3 spot or the number 2 spot, but since it just came out, I wanted to avoid any risk of recency bias. But with that being said, Scream 6 is pretty great. The New York setting brings such a breath of fresh air and provides a great backdrop for our most brutal Ghostface to date. All the surviving characters from the previous films return here and are given some much needed room to stretch their legs and really flesh out their roles. Even though it was sad to see Neve Campbell not return, Scream 6 still delivers the most suspenseful entry thus far. So before I did a rewatch of all the movies, Scream 4 was actually much lower in the rankings, but upon my recent rewatch, I had a newfound appreciation for it. Even though I've enjoyed the new Scream films, if Scream 4 was the one the series ended on, I wouldn't mind it at all. It's great to see Gale, Dewey, and Sydney together again, and the new inclusions like Kirby and Judy feel right at home. The movie also has my favorite Ghostface performance from the talented Roger L. Jackson, and Scream 4 still has the only reveal that truly shocked me. Do I even have to explain myself? Scream is a perfect movie. The cast, the writing, the directing, everything is a perfect storm of a horror film, because no other film has been able to capture the magic. It's one of my all-time favorite films, and I could recite it like the back of my hand. I mean, once again, is there any more I can say that hasn't already been said? It's Scream. It started a now 7-film franchise for a reason. So that was my ranking of the Scream series. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you agree or disagree, hit the comments section below. If you want more in-depth thoughts, you can go watch my Scream 6 review linked here, and if you're interested in seeing more ranking videos or videos covering older releases like this, let me know. This was just a fun little video I wanted to get out in time for Scream 6, so I hope you all enjoyed, but that's all for now.